Okay, so I am prepping myself now just to make my dairy-free rum and raisin ice cream, homemade. This ice cream will have absolutely no condensed milk or any traces of dairy products in it. Instead of using heavy cream or condensed milk or anything like that, I'm using coconut milk. I have just a tad bit of salt. I have my raisin. I'm soaking in a little rum already. I have my granulated sugar, vanilla. I have a little cornstarch. It's completely optional. This will give your ice cream a very rich and smooth texture. I have my bottle of rum over there. I'm just gonna add like a little bit in it while I'm putting the mixtures together and stuff. You're definitely going to need a mixing bowl, a saucepan just to mix your sugar, your coconut milk, and your cornstarch in this, because you don't want to use raw cornstarch when you're making your ice cream. Even though you can eat it raw, it's not recommendable. This is just to cook it lightly before I add it to the actual cold mixture. And yeah, so this is just a preparation, and I will be back when I'm putting everything together. Okay, so right now, as you can see, it's bubbling a little bit. This is the coconut milk, the sugar, the salt. I already added the cornstarch, so you can see it's already getting thick. Right? And this is going to be your sweetener. Instead of using condensed milk, this is how we make our sweetener. So I'm just going to take this off now. It's been cooking for about 3 or so minutes. I don't know if you can see the color, the thickness of it. So this is how you want it. Now we're going to take it off and let it cool for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to come back and show you how we put it together with the other coconut milk that I have already in the freezer, because I want them to be really, really nice and chill. And at this point also, I have my mixing bowl in the freezer because I want it to be nice and chill as well. So when we put all of this together, you're going to see just how nice and creamy and smooth it's all coming along. Stay tuned. Right now we're going to blend our coconut milk with some I really love cinnamon, so I went ahead and add a little bit of cinnamon in it. So we're just going to allow this to whisk until it's nice and smooth. You're gonna see it's gonna have like a very light soft peak to it, and then we're going to add in our sweetener that we made from coconut milk, sugar, cornstarch, and a little bit of salt. So once this is thickening a little bit, then we're going to go ahead and add our sweetener to it. Okay, so I've just added in my sweetener. That's the mixture I did earlier on. So I'm just going to put it back to mist for another 3 minutes, and then I am going to add in my rum, vanilla, and after everything is done, then we're gonna fold in our raisin. And now we can just add our and our rum. I'm just going to put a dash in it. You can use as much as you want or as little as you want, but I really love the taste and the smell of this rum. It's the J. Ray and Nephew overproof rum. It's a Jamaican rum. It's my absolute favorite. So we're just going to leave that to whisk away until it is nice and smooth and have a very stiff beat. Okay, so I've turned my my mixer on. It's now on high. I don't know if you can see it. It's 10. It's at the high setting, 10. Okay. So it's getting very nice and creamy and rich. The smell of the rum in it is absolutely amazing. I cannot wait for this to be done so I can taste it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's my absolute first time making this particular one, the gluten-free and dairy-free ice cream, and to be honest, I am very excited about it. As you guys can see, the creaming of it is coming along nicely. I'm just going to stop it and see how far along it is. Okay. If you can just see, it's getting that smoothness and that consistency that I'm looking for at this stage. Okay, so we're just going to put it back to continue mixing for about another, I'll say 5 minutes, and then we're gonna put it in the freezer after we add in our raisin. Yeah. Okay, so I just add in the raisin in it. Just the last bit of it. And now we're going to incorporate everything. This is just for like 30 seconds, and then we're going to bring it into our container that I'm going to put in the freezer. And there you go. All right, so this consistency of the ice cream is it's pretty good. It's really rich and creamy. I like when the raisin in my ice cream looks like this. You can still see the chunks and stuff, but you can also see like tiny pieces just floating around in it. So now I am going to pour my ice cream from this to this. It's really creamy and nice. There's the raisin. It's all at the bottom, but I'm gonna just mix everything in. There you go. So the ice cream is like this, and I am going to put it in the freezer. Make sure that it's covered tightly, nice and tight, so that way there'll be no air, ice crystals or anything of that sort go into it. And this little bubble here, we're gonna pop it. Okay, and we will come back and show you the very finished product.